welcome back to my channel. My name is Yeji, like yay G, and today I have a new brand to review for you, and it's called Yogalicious. So I didn't know about this brand until one of my subscribers commented. Her name is Fashion to be Sexy, so thank you so much for letting me know about this brand. And those of you that want to see other workout brands, please leave them down below so I can go through them and review them for you. But back to the review. So I ordered from this brand like 3 weeks ago and they finally got here. So I'm like, why does it take so long? So I think like the second week, I reached out to the brand, like I emailed them and I was like, okay, so I ordered this and this date, why is it taking so long? And they told me that's because of like FedEx and their shipping, it's just slow because of COVID. But I'm thinking like, okay, I get other packages from other brands that I buy through FedEx and they get here on time. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like their excuse is like, oh, FedEx is the problem, or if they just didn't have items in stock, I don't know. But it took 3 weeks, like I kid you not, to get here. And the waiting period was long. So the first item I picked up are these leggings, and they're called the Luxe high-waisted leggings. And I got the smallest size, an extra small, and the color is Moonlight Mauve. Now, I checked the fabric of this, and the thickness is actually thinner than Lululemon Aligned, which I was so surprised. It's actually very like soft to the touch. It's not cottony and it's not one of those like sleek workout materials either. The blend of the fabric is just something different, but it's super soft and unique in my opinion. The fabric composition has a little bit of spandex in it, so that's why it's like super stretchy. That's a good thing and a bad thing in my opinion, because the fabric may be super soft. But I got this in the smallest size they offered, and around my like waist area, it was a bit loose. So when it went up my thigh, it went up pretty well and it was like super comfortable. But like I could feel like there was like a little bit of extra room around my waist. And I feel like the company could possibly go down a size, so probably make like an extra small. I feel like if I can fit into the smallest size, for those of you that are like skinnier than me, like this might be a little loose. On me, it's slightly loose anyway, so I'm thinking like, well, what if like there's people that are smaller than me? Well, then it's gonna be too big on them. So I do think the sizing could go down. So the name of these leggings are like luxe leggings, right? And I can see the luxe because the fabric is quite like luxe feeling in my opinion. So I don't think it's one of those like cheap cottony fabrics at all, which is super nice. So there is a front seam, and the one thing I did like about it is that they have a small triangle on the crotch, and those of you that know me, I really like the triangle on the crotch because that kind of prevents me from having a camel toe. But I don't know what it is about these leggings. I just kind of felt like they still gave me a little bit of camel toe. What I'm thinking is that in my opinion, if you look at the back of the leggings, you know how the stitching is just kind of like linear, so it's just one line. I feel like if the stitching had like more of a contoured shape, I think that would kind of make all around like a better fit in my opinion. I just feel like the stitching is just too straight in my opinion. The leggings felt really nice. However, there is a seam like all around your waist. So that was kind of one downside for me. I like to wear leggings without the seam because I like the seamless look. But those of you that don't mind the seam, maybe this won't be so bad. Actually, the seam was pretty comfortable as well. It wasn't one of those seams that like cracks and go do do do, right? When you pull it up, it wasn't like that. So I do appreciate that. There's a pocket inside the waist, so it gives a little. So it gets me thinking like, if there was less fabric around the waist, maybe like a smaller size, maybe the pocket wouldn't be gaping so much as well. I just feel like there's just too much fabric. I feel like they should just shorten that a little bit. And if you shorten the fabric, then the overall fit of it will be smaller. So I'm getting to like a smaller size. So I bought the full length leggings, not the 7/8, and I should have bought them 7/8 because they were way too long on me. I had to fold like twice, and for reference, I'm 5'3", and that's probably why it was super long on me. Now, the regular price, so not the sale, is $88, and I don't know if they're worth $88 in my opinion. I don't know. There's high-end leggings like Aloe and Lululemon that if you pay a little extra, you can get one of their leggings instead. I just don't feel like this legging, the Luxe line, is worth $88 in my opinion. Maybe if you get it on sale, then maybe. But just because I feel like the quality is good, but it's not there compared to other brands. And another thing I noticed is that the stitching started like undoing itself already. So if you're able to get these on a sale, then I'd say sure, go for it. But for full price, I just can't recommend them. So the next item I picked up are these leggings, and these are called the Nude High Tech leggings, and I made sure to get them in the 7/8 length. I also picked this up in an extra small, and the color is stone blue. This fabric is actually thinner than the previous legging that I just showed you. And I'm actually very surprised because the other legging was like thinner than Lululemon Align, so this is like even thinner than that. And because the fabric is a bit like thinner, they are a bit sheerer. So granted, I picked up a lighter color, but if you have a darker color, I think you'd be okay. I wore a nude thong for the squat test and I was fine, but if you wear anything like lacy or anything that has a little bit of a darker color, I think you might have an issue with the squat test. The fabric is actually similar to the previous leggings I showed you. It is that like fabric where it's not cottony, but it's not like that workout sleek material either. I think maybe it's because it has like a spandex blend. Maybe it's just like a unique fabric, but the touch of it on your skin is super soft. Now this review is a first impression, so I can't say for pilling, but I am worried that because the fabric is so thin that if you wash it, it might pill. So I'm just, you know, thinking ahead, maybe it might not. The 7/8 length actually hit me quite well. I did have to fold like tiny bit, like where the seam is on the bottom, but I mean, that's not a big deal for me. Depending on the brand, I have to either fold where the seam is or not, but I mean, that's not a big issue for me. But considering I'm only 5'3", the 7/8 length actually fit me pretty well. Now, I don't know what it is, but compared to the previous legging I showed you, this is like more high-waisted than the other one. So I measured the length of this like area, where the band is, not really a band, but like the stomach area before the seam hits, and it's the same length. It's 5.5 inches. But for some reason, maybe it's just like the fabric down here or maybe whatnot, but when I wore it, it hit me higher up on the waist compared to the other legging, and that's just something to keep in mind. And also because it was higher up, I felt like there was a bit like loose fabric on here. And it's the same thing with the previous legging. The extra small is a bit still loose in my opinion. Like I like my waist to be like really sucked in. I mean, not uncomfortably sucked in, but you know, like sucked in nice. But I feel like the sizing is just a little off. It could have gone down more just because if there's room with their smallest size, then, you know, for those of you that are smaller than me, then, you know, you might have an issue. So, I didn't like that part. But there's also a pocket inside, which comes in handy if you want to keep stuff in there. Now, this also has a seam all around the waist, and that's just something that I don't really like in leggings. I like to have a seamless look. It has also a front seam, and it has a triangle on the bottom, which I really do like. I mean, I would prefer without the front seam and just a triangle on the bottom, but I can't be picky, right? But overall, I think that if sizing wasn't an issue and you found a legging and your size is like perfect with the leggings on the sizing chart they offer on the website, I feel like you'll be very happy with this legging. I mean, the fabric is unique, they're super soft and really thin. So overall, it is well made. So these leggings cost $78. I just don't know if I would pay $78 for like a mid-tier brand. For me, $78 is like more high-end brand because, you know, once you pay taxes and stuff, it's gonna go higher. So, you know, it might hit even $90. Well, if that's the case, then I might prefer to go with a higher end brand. But if you can get this on a sale, then I'd say why not? Go for it. So overall, Yogalicious is like a mid-tier brand in my opinion. It's not like low end where you sometimes can get really crappy like quality like from Amazon or something, you know, like the generic leggings. It's not that. It is definitely like well made and well thought of, but I also wouldn't say that it's like high-end legging either. I think it's like a brand that's like in between. On the website, they actually don't have a lot of products. They didn't really have any sports bras that I was interested in. The leggings, a bunch of them had like pockets on the side, and if you know about me, I don't like having pockets. I just like the whole like clean look with just one color. That is just what I like. So I really didn't have a lot of options to choose from. Actually, I think these two leggings are the only two leggings that didn't have any like pockets. Other than the sizing issue, the fit of it was actually really nice. I think the fabric was unique because it had like a spandex blend. It was like stretchy, but it was also soft at the same time. But I'm thinking though, because it had spandex in it, maybe that's why it was like a bit loose around like the stomach area. I also think the brand is like catered to yogis and like those that do low intensity workouts, or you know, like Pilates or anything like that, because I mean, first of all, the name of the brand, but because the material of the leggings is like super soft, and I think the purpose with it is like to have that like naked feel, like you're not wearing leggings but it's like super comfortable. I think that was what they're going for. So I think if you're more like a gym type of girl, like you like, you know, high intensity workouts and stuff like that, you might not necessarily like these leggings, or unless you really enjoy like soft thin fabric, then maybe. I'm worried because the fabric's so thin, it might get caught on something, you know, like a machine or something, or like you hit something and then it might start pilling, or something might happen to the leggings basically. And that's why I feel like if you're like a gym junkie, then maybe this is not the brand for you. But like I said before, if you do a lot of low intensity type of workouts, then I feel like you should check them out because they are quite nice. I don't know if I would buy these items full price. The Luxe leggings are $88. The nude tech high is like $78. So for me, as mentioned before, I don't know if I'll be willing to spend that much money on like a mid-tier brand. But if they are doing sales, and they are currently doing sales on their Luxe leggings, I think, you know, you should definitely check them out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Yogalicious. By the way, I love that name, Yogalicious, like Bootylicious, but Yogalicious. Anyway, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring my bell, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch